Hi guys, welcome to Mathematics Square. In this video, we will see the chapter 2 Parallel Lines of Maths 2 of Class 9. This is very interesting topic of geometry because in this video, we will see the topics like parallel lines, transversal, and pair of angles formed by them, theorems, and many more applications. So continue with me learning this topic till the end of video. And do like and subscribe this channel for more such videos. So let's start. Parallel lines. The lines which are coplanar and do not intersect each other are called the parallel lines. Coplanar means the lines which are in a single plane. Means they both have a common plane. Now for example, I have drawn here one figure. Now consider this is a one plane and we have the two lines in it, line L and M. So those lines are the coplanar lines because they do exist in a same plane and do not intersect each other are called the parallel lines. Now, next point is the angles formed by these lines. Now see, here we are having the two lines, line L and M. Not necessary, those are intersecting lines or parallel lines. Any two lines are there. And if a third line like a L comes and intersects these two lines, then this line is called as a transversal. It is called as a transversal. So now as this line N intersects the line L and M, we see some angles are formed like angle A, angle B, angle C, D, E, F, G, H. Now we are going to learn what are this angle and what are these types of angles. Okay, so now when the line intersects the lines, these angle this and this, and as we go down the similar angle at the second line, you can see I have marked the angle A and angle E. This pair of angle is called as a corresponding angles. Okay, similar way there are some different pairs of corresponding angle also. So next pair of corresponding angles can be like here angle G and angle C. They are from the downside corresponding, but they are the pairs of corresponding angles, right? Now you got the concept of corresponding angles. Now we will write how many pairs of corresponding angles are there in this figure. Pair will be angle D and H. Okay, right. Second pair will be angle A and E. Okay. Third pair will be angle G and C. Fourth pair will be angle F and angle B. Okay. Angle D and angle H. Okay. Will be angle A and angle E. Okay. Third pair will be angle G and angle C. Okay. And fourth pair will be angle F and angle B. Okay. Now we have got the all pairs of corresponding angles. Pair of alternate exterior angles. So exterior angles are the angle outside of this intersecting lines like angle A, D and F and G. These are the exterior angles and interior angles are C, B, E, H. Now our pair of angle is alternate exterior angle. So angle D is exterior angle, but alternate to that is angle F. Okay. So the first pair of alternate exterior angle is angle D and angle F. In similar way, exterior angle is A. Now alternate to that exterior angle is angle G, right? So our pair of exterior angles will be angle D and angle F. Angle D and angle F. In similar way, another pair will be angle A and angle G. Okay. Now, second pair of angle is pair of alternate interior angles. Now, interior angles are C, B, E and H. But we want interior angles, those also alternate. So, alternate will be C and E, B and H. Angle C and angle E. Okay. And another pair will be angle H and angle B. Right? Now, next pair is interior angles on the same side of the transversal. We know the interior angles, those are C, B, H and E. But now we want on the same side of transversal. This is transversal passing and on the same side. C and H are on the same side. Okay. So this will be the one pair. Our first pair will be angle C and angle H. And second pair will be angle B and angle E. Okay. Let's start with the first theorem of this chapter. If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, we are having two parallel lines, line L and M, and it is intersected by a transversal N. The interior angles formed on the either side of transversal are supplementary. Means the interior angles formed on the same side are supplementary. As we have seen the interior angles on the same side, those are D and C, first pair, and second pair is A and B. Those are supplementary. Means sum of measure of these angles must be 180 degree. Given line L is parallel to line M and N is a transversal. Angle A and angle B are interior angles formed on one side. And angle D and C and angle C are formed on other side. Okay, now to prove, we have to prove that their sum of the interior angles is 180 degree. That is angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. And angle D and angle C is equal to 180 degree. Now prove. Now see, here we are having that their sum should be 180 degree. We will prove this theorem by indirect proof. That is, what is our consequent? That their angles are the supplementary, means their sum is 180 degree. So we will assume So we will assume converse to this. That is that we will consider the possibilities that maybe its sum is less than 180 degree or its sum is greater than 180 degree. And third possibility, it is sum is 180 degree. So there are three possibilities. That is, first possibility is their sum is smaller than 180 degree. Second possibility is their sum is greater than 180 degree. And third possibility is their sum is equal to 180 degree. So we are having these three possibilities. Now let's assume the first possibility is true. Assume one is true. Now, according to the Euclid's one of the postulate that if the interior angles sum is 180 degree, then those lines goes on intersecting on that side of the transversal. Now we are assuming that the A and B are less than 180 degree. That is, A and B are not supplementary. Their sum is 180 degree. Then according to Euclid's postulate, what will happen? These two lines L and M will be intersecting on the right hand side, on this side of the transversal. Okay, then according to Euclid's postulate, but we have the given line L and M are the parallel lines. This is given for us. Therefore, the given angle A plus angle B is smaller than 180 degree is false. So the first possibility of these three possibilities, first one we have proved it is false. Now we will go for the third possibility. So one of these three possibility, first possibility we have proved it is false. Now we will prove the third possibilities, whether it is true or false. Okay. Now you can see in the figure angle C and angle D have one common arm, means they form a linear pair. And angle A and angle D has one common arm, that is their linear pair. So the sum of measure of their angles is 180 degree. Okay, then we can have so we can have angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. And similarly, angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This is from linear pair of angles. Now if we add these two equations, then we can get angle A plus angle D plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, we can have angle A plus angle B is equal to 360 degree minus, in bracket, we are taking this C and D towards the right hand side. Angle C plus angle D. Okay. Now see. Now, if we are considering that angle C plus angle D is greater than 180 degree, which was our consideration. Okay. So now, according to our third assumption, that is angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. So similarly, angle C plus angle D will be also greater than 180 degree. Now, if this is greater than 180 degree, now if we minus 180 degree or something greater than that, then obviously this right hand side value will be smaller than 180 degree, right? And therefore our angle A plus B is also smaller than 180 degree. Okay. Therefore we can have here by our assumption 360 degree minus angle C plus angle D will be smaller than 180 degree. Is smaller than 180 degree. That is only angle A plus angle B will be also smaller than 180 degree. Okay. Now again, by Euclid's postulate, what will happen if this angle A and angle B is smaller than 180 degree, then again the lines will be intersect on the that side of the transversal. Okay. Again, by Euclid's postulate, lines will be intersecting. But given that lines are parallel. And therefore our third assumption that angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree is also false. Therefore, our third possibility was angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. That is true. this way, we have proved that angle A plus angle B is 180 degree, that is they are supplementary. Similarly, we can prove that angle D and C are also supplementary. Okay. Here is the next point of the chapter, corresponding angles and alternate angles theorem. So first we will see the corresponding angle theorem. The theorem says the corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of a equal measure. So now these are the lines L and M as given. Those are parallel and they are intersected by a transversal, that is N. Now see the corresponding angles formed in this side, angle A and angle B. Right? Now let's see the given. Given is what? Line M and line are parallel. Line N is transversal. Okay. Now, what we want to prove that the corresponding angles are equal. Now, what are our corresponding angles? Angle A is equal to angle B. Right. Now, proof. You can see in figure that angle A and angle C has a common arm of the line L. Therefore, they are in a linear pair. Therefore, we can say angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Right? This is from linear pair of angle. We will give it name as equation 1. Now, secondly, you can see that angle C and angle B, these are the interior angles, right? We have seen in the first part, these are the interior angles. So, from our previous theorem, we can say that this is from interior angles theorem. And we will give it name as equation number 2. Now see, both the equations is equal to 180 degree, 180 degree. So both the left hand side of both the equations can be same. That is, A plus angle C is equal to angle C plus angle B. Right? This is from 1 and 2. Now you can see here, both the side has the angle C, angle C. So from both the sides we can cancel angle C and angle C, and we get that angle A is equal to angle B, and that's the our proof, that is angle B is equal to angle A, and thus the theorem is proved. Proved. It's very simple. I will explain once again. The theorem was corresponding angles formed by transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. L and M are the parallel lines and N is their transversal. It forms the corresponding angles angle A and angle B. Now we have to prove that angle A and angle B are equal. First we have taken the linear pair of the angles, that is angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, that is from linear pair of angles. And secondly, as we have learned the theorem of interior angles, angle C plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Then equating both the equations as their right hand side is 180 degree. Therefore we have equated both the equations, and the equation has the common angle C on the both the sides. We have cancelled out that angle C from both sides and we get angle B is equal to angle A. In this way, all the corresponding angles formed by a transversal by intersecting two parallel lines are congruent. So those corresponding angles can be any. Here they have given the example angle A and angle B. It can be also, if it is D and this is E, then also angle D and E are corresponding. Our corresponding angles are equal. Okay. Yeah. We will see the next theorem of alternate angles. The alternate angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. First, we have proved corresponding angles are congruent. Now we have to prove that alternate angles are congruent. In this figure, we have seen that M and L are the parallel lines and N is their transversal. That transversal forms the angle D, C and D. And D and B are the interior angles. Right? So what we have to prove that these interior angles are congruent. Angle D is equal to angle B. This we have to prove. Now see. Similarly, we prove as earlier seen. D and C has the same one arm that is formed by the transversal line N. So these angles are in linear pair. Therefore, angle D plus angle C is equal to 180 degree and it is by linear pair of angles. Give it as equation 1. Now secondly, as we have seen the interior angles theorem, here interior angle is C and B. Therefore their sum is also 180 degree. Therefore we can write angle C plus angle B is also equal to 180 degree. Angle C plus it can be given by interior angles theorem. Right? We'll name it as equation number 2. Now as both the 180 degree and 180 degree right hand side of 1 and 2 equation are same, from 1 and 2 we can have angle D plus angle C is equal to angle C plus angle B is equal to angle C plus angle B. This is from 1 and 2. Now you can see both these sides has common angle C and angle C. Therefore, angle D is equal to angle B. Thus proved. Okay. So our alternate angles formed by the transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. Let's start with the practice set 2.1. Now second question is, in the figure given, line P is parallel to line Q and line L and line M are the transversals. Means line P and Q, these two are the parallel lines and L and M are the transversals. Here before we have seen only one transversal, but now here are the two transversals, that is line L and line M. Now what the question says, measure of some angles are shown. Some angle is 110 and some is 115. Hence, find the measure of the angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Here we have to find the angles angle A, B, C and D. Now see, I have written the given. Given is line L is parallel to line Q and L and M are the transversals. And we have to find angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Now I will give the solution for all these four. You just see how easy it is. Now let angle E is equal to 110 degree. As the name was not given to that angle, so I have let it to be angle E for our better convenience. Now in figure you can see that angle A and angle E share the one single arm, that is the line P, so they form the linear pair of angles. So their sum will be obviously 180 degree. So we can write angle A plus angle E is equal to 180 degree, right? This is from linear pairs of angles, right? So from this now we can find the angle A. Therefore, angle A is equal to 180 degree minus how much E is 110 degree. So minus 110 degree, right? And the answer will be 70 degrees, right? Yeah. So in this way we have find our first angle, angle A. Now we will go for the second angle, that is angle B. Now in figure I have given the names F and G for our better convenience. Now we have to find the angle B. Okay. So how we will find? Now see, angle F and angle E, those forms the interior angles, right? Pair of the interior angles. So from theorem of interior angles, we can say that angle E plus angle F is equal to 180 degree, right? Therefore we can have now angle F is equal to 180 minus E is how much? 110, and that's equal to 70 degree. Now we have to find the angle B. Now you can see in the figure, angle B is a vertical opposite of the angle F. So we can say that angle F is equal to angle B because they are vertical opposite angles. Because when two intersecting lines are formed, the angles between them are equal. So we can say that therefore angle B is equal to also 70 degree, right? Yes. Now we can say that angle G and angle C both are the corresponding angles of the line P and Q, and where transversal is M. So we can say that angle C is equal to angle G, that is from what we can say that corresponding angles theorem. Angle G is equal to 115 degree. Angle C is also equal to 115 degree. Okay. Now we have to find the angle D. Now see, angle D and angle G are the angles in a linear pair where the common arm is line Q. So we can say that angle G and angle G plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. This is because they are the angles in linear pair. Okay. Then therefore angle D is equal to 180 minus angle G is 115. Therefore our answer is 65. Third question of the problem set is line L is parallel to line M and line N is parallel to line P. Now find the angle A, angle B, angle C from the given measured angles. Now here is the figure. In figure we are given that one of the angle is 45 degree. For our convenience we will name it. So I have named the angle E is equal to 45 degree, that is given. Now we have to find the angles A, angle B and angle C. Now given is line L is parallel to line M and line N is parallel to line P and angle E is equal to 45 degree. So now let's write the solution. Angle D is equal to angle E. This is how, because they are vertical pair of angles that is formed by the line P and line L. They intersect and we get the vertical opposite angles as angle E and angle D. So that is pair of vertically opposite angles. Right? Therefore, angle D is equal to 45 degree. We have to find the angle A. Now, angle A and angle D are related in such a way that they both are the interior angles pair, right? The angle D plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Interior angle theorem. Now we have find the angle D as 45 degree. Therefore, now angle A is equal to 180 minus 45. Therefore, angle A is equal to 180 minus 45, that is equal to 135 degree. Right? Yeah. We got the first angle. Now our second angle is angle B. It is here. Now how to find this? Is A and B are related in any way? Yes, they both are the vertically opposite angles. So similarly, we can find angle B also. Angle B is equal to angle A. This is because of since they are vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now as angle A is equal to 135 degree, therefore angle B is also equal to 135 degree, right? Our third angle is angle C. Now see, as line L and M are the parallel lines. Similarly, line N and line P are also the parallel lines. So the angle B and angle C are the pair of the corresponding angles formed by the N and P as a parallel line and M as a transversal. Okay. So therefore angle B and C are congruent because of corresponding angles. Angle B is equal to angle C, that is because of corresponding angles theorem. Right? Therefore angle C is equal to 135 degree. This exercise is very simple. It's all around the parallel lines, it's transversal, corresponding angles, linear pair of angle, opposite angles and alternate angle. So all we have to find only the measure of these angles, and it is very simple exercise. I have not solved the question 1 because it is similar to this type of questions, and question 2, 3 and 4 were a little bit tricky than the first one and fifth one. So I have left that question for you, so do solve that question, and if any queries, let me know in comment section. Fourth question of the practice set is sides of the angle PQR and angle XYZ are parallel to each other. Then we have to prove that angle PQR is congruent to angle XYZ. That is written in the proof. Now we have the given that sides of both the angles are parallel to each other. That is only PQ is parallel to XY, that is only XS, which I have extended in figure for a better understanding, and XZ, sorry, and YZ is parallel to QR, that also I have extended in both the direction. Now as the line YZ is parallel to SR, and let's consider that XY is the transversal, then we can say that angle XYZ is congruent to angle YSR by the corresponding angle theorem. Line XY is parallel to line YZ is parallel to line QR. Okay, where XY is a transversal. Therefore, angle XYZ is equal to angle YSR. This is because of corresponding angle theorem. We can give it as a equation number 1. Now, considering the line XS and PQ as a parallel and considering the RS as a transversal, then we can see that angle YSR should be congruent to angle PQR. Okay. Yeah. Consider line PQ is parallel to line XS where line RQ is a transversal. Then we can have angle PQR is equal to angle YSR. This is because of what? Corresponding angles theorem. This can be given as equation number 2. Now see, first equation is equal to angle YSR. Second is also equal to YSR. Therefore, as our RHS, that is right hand side, are equals, therefore our left hand side will be also equal. Therefore, from 1 and 2, angle XYZ is equal to angle PQR. That is only angle XYZ is congruent to angle PQR, thus proved. Now you can solve this question number 5, which is also the simple question. In this way, we have completed our problem set 2.1, which was very simple. If you have any queries, do let me know, and do like, share and subscribe our video. Thank you.